Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any.
Joe Rogan recently ignited a storm of speculation on his podcast, delving deep into the controversy surrounding Diddy and the potential fallout involving some major names. Rogan didn't mince words as he laid out his thoughts on who might end up in serious trouble, especially if Diddy decides to turn state's evidence. Among the names that caught everyone off guard was none other than Steve Harvey. According to Rogan, there are rumors that as soon as Steve caught wind of Diddy's indictment,
Proof or anything other than that.
The thing is, like, we're getting the rumors from the internet, and
Right.
the internet thinks that the Taliban took out that bridge in
he
Baltimore.
booked the first flight out of the country. This raised eyebrows as it coincided with Harvey reportedly scrubbing his social media accounts clean of anything linked to Diddy. He even deleted an old tweet from 2017 where he had praised Diddy, calling him a brother who's doing good for these kids now. In hindsight, those words seem to have aged quite poorly. Adding fuel to the fire
So it's like, who fucking knows? Who knows what's real?
That's what Diddy's lawyers, I think, said. It was like that these are just trumped up.
are the whispers that Steve Harvey allegedly pushed his daughter, Lori Harvey, into a relationship with Diddy when she was just 22 years old. Back then, it all seemed like a family affair as Steve was seen vacationing in Italy with Diddy and Lori, presenting a united front. But one particular image from that trip has now resurfaced and is causing a stir. The picture shows Lori Harvey wearing white nail polish, a seemingly innocent detail that carries a more disturbing implication. Cassie, in her lawsuit against Diddy, mentioned that every woman associated with him was required to wear white nail polish to create a striking contrast during his infamous private gatherings, often referred to as freak-offs. The fact that Lori was seen sporting the same white nails has led many to question whether Steve Harvey's relationship with Diddy was truly about friendship or if it was more about securing his own influence in Hollywood. Meek Mill, another celebrity with ties to Diddy, has also been acting strangely since Diddy's arrest. Meek's silence on the matter is being... Jay-Z's association with Diddy has also come under the microscope. The two moguls have been thick as thieves for years, collaborating on business deals and partying together at exclusive gatherings. But now, some are beginning to wonder if there's more to their relationship than meets the eye. There have been long-standing rumors, seen as particularly suspicious given his history with Diddy. A resurfaced video clip shows Meek in a pool, playfully calling Diddy daddy and professing his love for him. At the time, people brushed it off as a joke, but in light of the recent allegations, it seems anything but. Meek has since retreated to Africa, where he's been posting cryptic tweets that hint at some sort of damage control. One of his tweets even offered a $100,000 reward to anyone who could help uncover the truth behind the allegations tying him to Diddy.
Charges, not trumped up, I don't think they said that, but like bullshit charges.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean...
Footage found during the investigation. If that's the case, his low profile and evasive tactics won't be enough to keep his name out of the crosshairs. Usher's name has also surfaced in connection to Diddy's unsettling world. Back in the day, when Usher was just a young teenager, he was part of Diddy's notorious flavor camp, a situation that, in retrospect, raises many red flags. Rumors have circulated for years that Diddy once sent Usher to the hospital under suspicious circumstances. In a recent discussion, individuals close to the music industry alluded to the fact that Usher may have been subjected to disturbing experiences during his time under Diddy's wing. There's even an infamous incident where Kevin Hart, during an interview with Diddy, awkwardly laughed off Diddy's comment about waking up in bed with Usher. At the time, everyone treated it as a joke, but now, in light of what's coming to light, the laughter has stopped, and the speculation is intensifying. That Diddy knows a great deal about the alleged circumstances surrounding the tragic death of Kathy White, a woman rumored to have been Jay-Z's mistress. Allegedly, White died under mysterious conditions shortly after reportedly becoming pregnant by Jay-Z. Some insiders believe that if Diddy has any compromising material on Jay-Z, like video evidence linking him to unsavory activities during their freak-offs, it could be devastating not only to Jay-Z's reputation, but to the entire industry. Jaguar Wright has also fueled the fire by publicly accusing Jay-Z of being just as corrupt and dangerous as Diddy. In a recent interview, she went as far as to say that Jay-Z is as much of a predator as Diddy, with a long list of victims that the public has no idea about. She claimed that Jay-Z's connections to some of the most notorious figures in entertainment, like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, run much deeper than anyone realizes. Jaguar's statements were scathing, as she asserted that Jay-Z is one of the most dangerous people she's ever encountered, hinting that he has a talent for manipulating situations to his advantage while keeping his hands clean. Her words have led to renewed calls for closer scrutiny of Jay-Z's role in Diddy's network and whether he, too, has skeletons that are on the verge of being exposed. As more layers are peeled back from this web of connections, the Diddy scandal appears to be just the tip of the iceberg. There's an unsettling sense that a lot of people in the industry have known about these dark secrets for years, but chose to stay silent because of Diddy's immense power and influence. Now that the walls are closing in, many of these figures are scrambling to protect their reputations, deleting old posts, and distancing themselves from the man they once openly admired. If Diddy decides to turn state's evidence and reveal what he knows, it could set off a chain reaction that drags some of the biggest names in entertainment down with him. The situation has also raised broader questions about the culture of silence and complicity within Hollywood. For years, the entertainment industry has been plagued by whispers and rumors about inappropriate behavior, power dynamics, and secret alliances that go unchecked. The notion that a single figure like Diddy could hold so much leverage over so many people is a chilling reminder of how deeply rooted these issues are. The revelations that could come from this case might not only reshape how people view Diddy and his inner circle, but could also lead to a reckoning that exposes the entertainment industry's darkest corners. This scandal is more than just a moment of individual downfall. It's a potential tipping point that could force Hollywood to confront its systemic issues. People are starting to question the moral integrity of some of their most beloved figures, wondering how many others are entangled in the same web of deceit and exploitation. The narrative that was once tightly controlled by these powerful figures is now unraveling, and the public is paying close attention, ready to hold everyone accountable. Joe Rogan didn't hold back when he dove deep into the swirling allegations surrounding Diddy, suggesting that this saga might not only implicate Diddy himself but also bring down some big names in Hollywood. Rogan, known for his candid takes, recently discussed the matter on his podcast, unpacking the developing case against Diddy and hinting that some major celebrities might soon find themselves in hot water if Diddy decides to cut a deal with the authorities. According to Rogan, as more evidence emerges and rumors continue to circulate, the list of potential targets is growing longer, with some of the most unexpected names being linked to this scandal. One name that came up in Rogan's analysis, much to everyone's shock, was that of Uncle Steve Harvey. There's been speculation that as soon as Steve Harvey got wind of Diddy's potential legal troubles, he quickly distanced himself. Rumors have it that Harvey even caught the investigation continues to unfold. The names that have been casually dropped could face intense scrutiny. With Joe Rogan and others in the media digging deeper and sparking conversations around these allegations, the Diddy case could mark the beginning of the end for some of Hollywood's biggest players. Whether they manage to escape unscathed or are pulled into the spotlight of scandal, one thing is certain: the entertainment world will never be the same. First flight out of the country once the news of Diddy's indictment broke, possibly fearing association with Diddy's infamous lifestyle. Harvey's actions didn't stop there. He's reportedly been cleaning up his social media presence, deleting any posts that could link him to Diddy. Notably, he removed a tweet from 2017 where he praised Diddy, referring to him as a brother who's doing good for these kids. Now, in light of these allegations, that tweet seems like it aged poorly. The claim that Steve Harvey may have
He had a lot of people at those parties, right? You know who said?
Joe Rogan didn't hold back when he started breaking down.
Allegation has led many to question the true motivations behind Steve's involvement in the situation. Observers were particularly taken aback when the media caught Lori, Steve, and Diddy vacationing together in Italy, a scene that seemed to convey a level of comfort and familiarity among them. Steve Harvey's demeanor during this trip gave the impression that he was more than just accepting of the relationship. He appeared fully supportive, almost as if the relationship had his blessing. Many who once viewed Steve as a protective father began to question whether his motives were rooted in genuine care or if he was playing a deeper, more strategic game. The aspect of Lori Harvey's white nail polish during that trip has now become a focal point of speculation. In the context of Cassie's recent lawsuit against Diddy, where she alleged that women were required to wear white nail polish as a form of identification during his notorious freak-offs. This seemingly innocent detail has taken on a much darker connotation. At the time, Lori's white nails might have been seen as just a stylish choice, aligning with fashion trends. But now, with the disturbing allegations surfacing about Diddy's behavior, people are questioning whether this was merely a coincidence or if there was something more insidious at play. Was Lori unknowingly or perhaps knowingly following a protocol that tied her to Diddy's questionable lifestyle? This detail has prompted many to wonder about Steve Harvey's true intentions. Did he know more about Diddy's behavior and practices than he let on? Was his apparent ease during the Italy trip a calculated move to align himself with one of the most powerful figures in entertainment, even if it meant putting his daughter in a potentially compromising situation? These questions have left people grappling with the possibility that Steve's association with Diddy wasn't merely a friendly or professional connection, but a deliberate attempt to secure his place among Hollywood's elite. Critics have suggested that Steve might have seen Lori's relationship with Diddy as a strategic move to elevate his own status and open doors to more influential circles within the industry. Meanwhile, Meek Mill's sudden retreat from the public eye has only fueled the fire of suspicion. His once close association with Diddy has now become a topic of heated debate, especially given his conspicuous silence since Diddy's arrest. Social media users have been quick to recall the infamous poolside video of Meek jokingly calling Diddy daddy and lavishing praise on him. At the time, many dismissed this interaction as playful banter between two industry peers. However, in light of the serious allegations against Diddy, the video has resurfaced with a much more ominous undertone, suggesting that Meek's relationship with Diddy might not have been as innocent as it seemed. Meek's recent decision to lay low in Africa, where he has been seen riding dirt bikes and sharing cryptic tweets, has led many to believe that he is deliberately distancing himself from the unfolding drama. His apparent effort to avoid being drawn into the scandal hasn't gone unnoticed, with some interpreting his actions as a strategic move to protect his image. One of the more puzzling moves from Meek was his offer of $100K to anyone who could help him uncover the truth behind his connection to Diddy. While this could be seen as a genuine attempt to distance himself from the controversy, the internet remains skeptical. Many critics have accused him of engaging in damage control, arguing that his sudden eagerness to investigate feels more like a calculated move to divert attention from his own potential involvement. The unfolding narrative involving Steve Harvey, Lori Harvey, Meek Mill, and Diddy continues to captivate the public's imagination, mainly because it touches on issues far beyond individual relationships. It raises questions about the hidden dynamics in Hollywood, where powerful alliances can blur the lines between genuine connections and calculated maneuvers.
I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry.
Controversy deepens, it shines a light on the often murky world of celebrity influence, and the lengths to which individuals might go to secure their place within it. The scrutiny surrounding Steve's motivations and Meek's evasive behavior suggests that the fallout from Diddy's scandal could lead to a broader reckoning in the entertainment industry, exposing hidden truths that many would prefer to keep in the shadows. Usher's name has also surfaced, with some recalling his days at Diddy's infamous Flavor Camp when he was just 13 years old. Speculation has been rampant about what might have happened during that time, and old rumors about Usher being put in compromising situations by Diddy have started to resurface.
Back in Harlem. I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on it.
People are remembering that awkward moment when Kevin Hart interviewed Diddy, and Diddy casually mentioned waking up in bed with Usher when Usher was still very young. Back then, everyone laughed it off as a joke, but now, given the disturbing allegations coming to light, it's no longer a laughing matter. Even Jay-Z, a longtime business associate of Diddy, is finding his name being mentioned in this controversy. The ties between these two moguls run deep, with years of joint ventures, high-profile parties, and mutual business interests. However, there are whispers that Diddy might possess incriminating information about Jay-Z, especially concerning a woman named Kathy White, who was rumored to be Jay-Z's mistress. Reports have suggested that she was pregnant with Jay-Z's child before she tragically died under mysterious circumstances. If Diddy has any evidence linking Jay-Z to these events or worse, it could completely upend the music industry as we know it. To add more intrigue, French Montana and Diddy's odd friendship moments are now being re-examined. People recall that infamous birthday celebration where Diddy and French Montana sang to each other, while bizarrely covered in baby oil. With the recent revelation that federal agents discovered thousands of bottles of baby oil during a raid on Diddy's property, that seemingly innocent moment now appears to have been far more sinister than anyone initially thought. In a surprising twist, even LeBron James has been pulled into the speculation. Although there's no concrete evidence tying LeBron to any criminal activity, the fact that he has been seen at multiple parties hosted by Diddy is enough for some to raise questions. With Diddy's notorious lifestyle and connections, it's easy to wonder if LeBron was aware of or involved in anything inappropriate at these gatherings. It's not a stretch to imagine that anyone rubbing shoulders with Diddy might come under scrutiny. Jennifer Lopez, who has a complicated history with Diddy, is also being mentioned. She allegedly helped Diddy during his legal battles by framing the rapper Shine for a crime, shifting the blame to save Diddy's career. If Diddy were to start naming names, there's a possibility that J.Lo's involvement in past legal issues could come back to haunt her. As the list of names potentially tied to this saga grows, some are also pointing fingers at white celebrities like Ashton Kutcher and Ellen DeGeneres. Ashton had a working relationship with Diddy on MTV's Punk'd. But what really raises suspicion is how Ashton repeatedly stated that he was off limits for pranks. Could it be that Ashton was protecting himself from being exposed for knowing too much about Diddy's private life? And then there's Ellen, who once gave Diddy a birthday shout-out on social media, calling him Cuddle MC Snuggle Stuff, a nickname that now has people wondering if it implied a darker undertone about their interactions. Even Justin Bieber's name has surfaced in connection to these disturbing allegations. For years, rumors have swirled that Bieber was one of Diddy's victims during his early days in the music industry. Recently, Bieber opened up about his dark past, hinting that he might have been deeply affected by experiences that took place when he was younger. If he's now cooperating with authorities to expose the truth about what happened to him and others, this could spell serious trouble for Diddy and anyone else involved. As social media buzzes with these developments,
they doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing something, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some.
With his influence over Twitter, now known as X, might be indirectly exposing these scandals, calling his platform a crime scene for Hollywood elites. Others have speculated that until we see people like Jay-Z, Beyonce, J.Lo, Oprah, Usher, Kevin Hart, and the Kardashians facing legal scrutiny, they won't fully believe that justice is being served. With the mounting pressure on Diddy and his circle, the question remains, if he starts talking, who will be the first to fall? The stakes are high, and the fallout could potentially bring down some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry. As more evidence comes to light and the feds dig deeper into these allegations, Hollywood is bracing itself for what could be the most explosive scandal in its history.
Music executives.
Where did you hear it?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that,